Good evenings, ladies and gentlemen. Goeienaand almal. Hoop dit gaan goed saam met julle. We have a very interesting topic tonight and a very interesting guest. Nazreen, hello, how are you? Hope you're good. Thank you for joining us. The tech industry on the Cape Flats is quite a big industry. Kyk jy almal dra mos check self, Nikes, Jordans, you name it, sê hulle ek meen kyk jy hy soek na oudtyds. Die mense dra nou Louis Vuitton en hy goedes. And there's a guy, situated in Bontas that actually restore your techies. Now, I don't know about you guys. Many people buy techies, they wait for a year or two and then they throw it away. But here's a guy that can restore your tickets, and it can actually, still last you another couple of years. So join us tonight, and then we talk about this business because I'm always looking for somebody to clean my techies. My kinders wil nie my techies skoonmaak nie. Hulle sê is my job. But here's somebody that is willing to do it for you. A professional person, but you're gonna hear more from him. But let me just add Jacques quickly. Good evening, Jacques. Hope you're well, brother.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Stan. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Ons is terug.
Ja. Ons is terug. Jacques, vertel ons meer van die man wat jy nou hier gebring het vandaan.
It's Clinton Bester based in Bontiville. I work in Bontiville, so obviously I always look for small business to support in the area where I'm based in. And was it 3 weeks ago? I was like, okay, nee, ek het 'n tekkie day. Ek wil my tekkie skoonmaak met die twee pa het ek langlas aangehad. And I was like, okay, wait, let me call Clinton. Maybe he can assist me with this stupid. Because, if you look back in the days, it was easy to clean your sneakers. But now, obviously, our technology, are more advanced. So obviously we need new products, because obviously they use new certain type of material, and so obviously you need to have a new product or special product to take special care of your sneakers or your garments. And I asked Clinton to do it, and I'm actually very happy. Just think about it, Stan. We come from COVID, right? We're still in COVID, and for 2-3 years now, we struggling. We trying to recover. And you don't have the money to go buy your new sneakers, but actually to recycle and restore your sneakers. Obviously, it's gonna, it's obviously save a lot of money. So why not?
Yes, and you're right. I mean, sometimes your techies are still decent, and you throw it away. I mean, people spend thousands of rands. I mean, a pair of Vans cost you 800 rand. A pair of decent Nikes cost you 1,200 and up. So if you wear that techies for, let me say, for like a year or two, then you're gonna have to clean it. And some people just put it down. They just buy other shoes. I mean, we spend a lot of money on techies, and I guess this is where Clinton comes in, and maybe you can just tell us more about this business, because the tech industry. I saw videos, Zak, of people that actually collect techies. Ek het die eigen weet nie. Ek het 'n paar check selfs gekoop vir 'n paar excitements gekoop vir 'n paar Nikes. And then, I mean, that's all. But there's people that actually buy techies and they keep it for years to come because it actually increases. I mean, value. But let us add Clinton quickly and just hear more about his story. Good evening, Clinton. Welcome to Cape Flats Stories.
Evenings. Thank you for having me here, man. How are you guys doing?
Good yourself?
I'm good.
Good, man. We're talking a techie day. We're having a techie evening.
A techie evening.
Techie evening. Yes. So what do you guys want to know?
Clinton, yeah, just
Mm,
tell us a bit more about you first, because
yeah.
obviously, if everybody that's looking or watching, they want to know, okay, where you're based, how did you
Mm,
start,
mm,
wie is Clinton, because who is this guy? Because Khatimani
Mm.
wegalopen met tekkies, or
Yeah.
that type of thing.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you can just give your introduction,
Okay.
and then we can take it
Yeah.
further from there.
Okay. I'm Clinton Bester. I'm from Pontiac. I'm the co-founder and owner of Sneakerman Restoration. Um, I got into the business. Let me start by I first studied business economics and did a business um, certificate with Dublin School of Business in Claremont. And from there, I basically started other small businesses as well, but it didn't develop like the Sneakerman um, developed now in the past year. I started doing a sound system and recording subwoofers before. I'm a barber. I'm still a barber. I don't know if you guys saw the barber competitions that I do as well. And then I always been into the sneaker cleaning and restoring. But I was doing my own sneakers. You understand? Since I was a teenager, and um, I've been also following the trends on overseas on Instagram and saw what they were doing, and I was doing it on my own sneakers and practicing and that, doing trials as well. The At the time when I was started with the sneaker game, the products wasn't so available for me, so I had to buy online, which the paint cost about 600 to 800 to get it here to my doorstep,
Mm.
and it cost me money to get where I am today. You see, so but look where involved now today. You see, so it was a good investment for me, and I've seen other guys here in Cape Town as well. They started going on the social media platform and getting doing customers sneakers and all that. I saw what they were doing, but I was so busy with my own trials because I was like, I'm not gonna take someone's sneakers if I cannot advise him also properly thereafter how to take care of his sneakers. You understand? And when COVID came, I was still into the barbering game, and I was working for a company in Atlantis as a boilermaker, building the wind turbines in it. So I was doing the sneakers and customizing hair clippers and restoring sneakers in COVID times though. But I haven't gone into the social media platform and showing people what I was doing. Then in December 2020, I started opening a Facebook page and posting content of what I've done at home of my own sneakers, of family sneakers, and some friends that entrusted me with their sneakers in it. And from there, it just went was it just went on and on and people was curious about it and all that. And I was always also I was showing people as to um educating them how to do it as well at home. Some of them, obviously, all the things I couldn't show on social media how to do it. You understand? I'm still running a business,
Mm.
but if you come to me, if you WhatsApp me about your sneakers, and you automatically will get a message and steps of what to do, and you send your sneaker now to me over a picture that you send, and then I will advise you and give you options for you on what to do with the sneaker. I will tell you rather it's a dead beat or you can be restored or things like that. You understand? And how to take care of the sneakers. But that's how I came into the business. Though. But I was always doing my own sneakers and that. Yeah.
Stanley, and Clinton, what is something that Clinton just mentioned, obviously doing trials, and then
Mm,
building, both building a
mm,
portfolio, and then
mm,
obviously afterwards you open a page. That it works. Now, some people, if they go into business, they first run to open a Facebook page. But
mm,
what
Yeah.
do you post on a Facebook? There's no content.
mm,
Mm.
So, obviously, and even with my small business, sometimes yes, you don't you spend money, but obviously this is for content, and then
Yes.
obviously then you start posting, and that content actually
Mm,
generate income for you. That's your
mm,
returns that you get. So very important, very very important. It's always good to trial, because obviously if we have an idea today, we just want to, we want to get up and we just want to start, and
so,
then we
yeah.
think we're going to make money. But
Mm,
and then obviously we blame our own people for not supporting us, but the
mm,
research wasn't done properly. So yeah,
mm,
I mean, the sneaker game is something, and for me it's like, you did what you had to do, because the
mm,
sneaker game is big in Cape Town.
mm.
I'm all sneakers here.
Yeah,
If
you
you
do.
don't have sneakers, then there's eight. So
Mm.
yeah, Stanley.
It is just,
Yeah.
yeah, like I wanted to just add on that, on with the sneaker game being there in Cape Town already. You understand? It's just now that with the social media getting that boost, everybody can see what's
Yes.
happening. And this I've seen at the sneaker exchange also a lot of collectors, how they collect these sneakers and that, and a big, not a big problem, but I saw a big opportunity as well. As for these people that collect, is the question that I ask myself: how do they store their sneakers? How do they
Mm-mm.
preserve their sneakers to keep it fresh
Yeah.
and keep it looking good as well? And that is what I still wrote in my notebook. This is something I want to do in the future. And I went back and I want to go trials and I want to go learn and educate myself as to um, how can I help them. Because I saw it, so then as I found out how I can help them, I created the demand. You understand?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And just to go a bit into the business, what is the most popular techie that you work on? Wat is die tekkie wat inkom? Is dit nou 'n Nike? Is dit 'n Jordan? As dit
It's
ek gaan nou guess, ek guess is 'n Nike.
not, you see,
Wat is
Nike, see, Jordan is produced by Nike. You
ja,
understand?
ja, ja,
Jordan is a Nike sneaker, so most of your
is
sneakers that I get is Nike. And and,
ja,
and another boot that I saw is the Timberland. The common thing is what many people have is the Timberland boot, and not Caterpillar. But then
mm,
I also looked into as to how can I help the people with Timberlands, to advise them to look after the net. So now I'm giving people opportunity to re-dye the Timberland as well, and
okay.
to do the Timberland revive on it. You understand, to keep it fresh in it. And
Mm,
I've received a lot of people with the camel Timberlands, which I which they have for 2 years or 3 years, and I always give them the option, tell them, why don't you change it to a different color?
ja,
Instead of go buying that one for now 2 grand, which is now 2 grand, 3 grand a pair of them, I
mm,
change it to you to a new color for less than a grand, and it will look like you have a pair new piece, a new
mm,
pair on. You
mm,
understand? Because that
mm,
that material is still solid after 2 years, man. You can
ja,
still, you know what I mean? Yeah.
mm. And also, now fixing up shoes in that, what was the worst ticket that ever came into you, in the condition? Because I saw on your page a
Mm.
couple of months ago, you actually take the tickets apart. Some of the tickets coming broken as well, and
Yeah,
you
I
actually
don't
put it
take just to correct you there. I don't take
back.
them apart. They
Okay,
are apart already. The
okay,
factory glue is already brittle of aging.
okay,
So
okay.
a factory glue sneaker does not like heat or sun or humidity. You understand? That
Yeah.
causes the sole to separate. Now, so what I do is when I come here, I do like a stretch test.
Mm-mm,
Then I test them and apply some heat to see if they come more separate, because a customer will ask me, I just want to glue these two pieces. Then I
yeah,
asked him, did you check if the whole thing is coming loose before I just glue? Because I don't want to glue this piece and that piece. Tomorrow that
yeah,
one comes loose and this one comes loose at the bottom, you understand? So
yeah.
I will always tell them, let's do a test and if you can see if you can get the whole tacky apart. And most of the tack is and what I do ask them also, is the age of the techie. Then I would know if you have it for 5 years, 6 years, then I would know most likely that sneaker will come apart. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah. I just want to say this quickly. Craig asked me here. Now Craig wears Timberlands. Die ou dra net biertekkies, He didn't
mm,
quite take it. So he was asking for your details quickly. I just want to put it on here quickly. If you guys want to, as we go on, I will say it more. This is the webpage or the Facebook page. Click on there, go like his
mm,
page, go see what he's doing. And also, there's an automated setting there where you can just click on WhatsApp and type him a message, and then you can just liaise with him. But
yeah.
yeah, you can just click on the link there. So, over to you. Any questions from your side?
I think what sometimes customers send, obviously they will send pictures, but sometimes pictures don't justify. So
Mm,
obviously maybe what I can say is Clinton will give you a obviously a price based on what he sees. But
mm,
obviously maybe you bring it in and you say, okay, but this part needs to be treated, and
mm,
so, and then
Yeah.
obviously a price will be more. So just keep that at the
mm,
back of your mind, so back of your heads, that you can't really say a picture don't justify it. So because people now, obviously, you give a price, and
mm.
then now people now the customers say, okay, no, but listen here, you said 200, you know,
Yeah.
um, I came, Clinton gave me a price. It was 330, but then obviously so this was some other stuff that needs to be done, and he just
Mm,
said, okay, this this amount should be added, and I said, okay, no problem, because obviously I
mm,
trust him,
mm,
because I want the best for my sneaker. So
mm,
yeah, it's always best to just take a picture, obviously send it to
mm.
him, but it's always best to bring it in, and then obviously he
As
can do
well,
a full
often, yes.
analysis on the sneaker itself.
Yeah.
Yes. What I did with the automated setup on my business was due to the COVID situation where I cannot let any person just rock up at my door and knock, hey, I heard
Yeah.
you doing sneakers, bringing this pair of sneakers and that. So I created a system where um, basic questions, where you from, can you restore my sneakers, my sneaker is doing this, is doing that and that. So by a voice note or by you typing me your sneaker, each sneaker looks different. Everybody wears this sneaker differently, and I cannot by your words or your voice note visualize how that sneaker is looking. So when by you sending the picture, I can get the estimated quote to you price
Mm-mm.
for you. But I do
Mm-mm.
also let you know that I need to do a visual check and test on the sneaker as well when you bring it in. And the reason why also I have that set up, look at the fuel prices now for you to drive up and down or unnecessarily to me with your techie is costly on your side. You understand?
Yeah.
Where you get to just send a picture and say, "No, my friend, it's not going to work," or I do not know how yet to fix yours, but do keep it. Eventually, I will find a method how to fix yours and so on. And that's what I do on my WhatsApp. Sometimes I would take long to reply because my hands also busy working, but
Mm.
most of the time I do a very quick response on the replies and that. Yeah.
Okay. And also, how has the support been during lockdown? I know, Clinton, a lot of businesses closed down. A
Mm,
lot of people started businesses. So the climate for some people was good during lockdown. For others, it was a difficult time. I know for a fact I've heard only good stories about it because I've been following you, like I said, since 2020 in December, round about there.
yeah.
And that is where I picked up here, but demand market is there because there is also an ordinary thing, not ordinary thing, but it's this you don't get this type of service elsewhere or everywhere.
Mm,
Techie restoration. I think techie restoration should be something that everyone on the Cape Flats or should expand on the Cape Flats because also mense like stekkies dra as part van ons culture. Sy gaan dit uit ons kry
yes.
nie. And I
Yes.
think this is a brilliant idea that you came up with and the brilliant concept because
Mm.
Bondival is turning, and let me just say this: if Angus is here, and Em is here, Bondival is turning into a business hub where gentlemen like yourself and others are taking initiative. And this is not
Yeah.
only something that is now a business, but it is inspiration for other
Mm.
people as well. So tell us more about your journey and and the challenges that you faced the last couple of months or year.
Well, I got this. Well, where I can start with that is that my one of my ideas around this was also to inspire others. You
Mm.
understand? To think also out of the box in that. I've been trying it with the barbering situation. I've approached Angus also before with the barber situation, where I would have liked to open a barber college and teach the teenagers or unemployed youth in that, because there's always a barber shop looking for a barber to work there. You understand? And eventually I didn't get as far for that, so I paused with that. So I felt I want to go through with the sneakers at this moment. um, I do and would like to educate and train matriculants that is leaving school, or the young youth, um, in sneaker restorating and that, because I see overseas they have like colleges in teaching kids and teaching everybody how to build the sneaker from new materials and all that. So if I should have the funding behind me, or investors supporting me, that I can make this sneaker station quite big. You understand? Because I do have a good idea. Like the sneaker man started off when I was thinking of what name was I gonna call myself.
Mm.
I started at work when I was working a night shift, and I was thinking sneaker
Mm.
man. I'm gonna get a superhero, and you're gonna wear the Superman. As my logo was like a Superman
Yeah.
logo. It was like I wasn't your hero. Your ticket is dirty, it's broken, and I'm gonna be your hero in sorting it out. You see, it was that mad idea I had. But and now for the future and for sneaker man, I have more ideas. I always have ideas on this. You see, but um like having the funding to support this will help, you understand, because at this moment I'm only relying on the income what I'm making on this on the business now, you understand. So there's no space for investing more to let it grow, you understand. The time when I was working, I could invest it in the paints and that to do the trials, you understand. Now it's just on a steady level now for this moment. But I would
Mm.
like to. Last year December, I was thinking on doing a basic training on how to clean, how to reglue, how to
Yeah.
repaint, and that. So basic classes like that for some people who are interested. Because I did receive some messages from people that how can they send their son, or that how can where do they learn this and that. And the only places where you can learn this now is on YouTube. But
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't give you all that information. They don't tell you the trials and errors they go through. You understand?
Right. Mm.
Yeah, if I am at this moment searching for people that would want to take this
Mm.
further. I've tried to. I'm in email contact with Sportsing in Canal. So I'm waiting
Mm.
on a reply on them, because I see they're very versatile, because they open up a rap booth,
Mm.
all these things for the sneakers. And I was thinking of, why don't they have a restoration booth. There's
I
another
like
thing I
that.
just want to just another thing I want to pick your brains on it, is that you see all these products for sneakers, like sneaker cleaning
Mm.
shampoo, reviving spray, and all that in the aisles. They do have a description at the back how to use it, but not everybody knows how to use it. You understand? If you go see, if you want to go buy some protein powder to drink, and you always see this muscle guy in the
Yeah.
aisle,
Yeah.
then he assists you. No, you need to take this whey protein, or you need some
Yeah.
carbs. You buy this, but there's nobody in the aisle that's assisting you with a sneaker to tell you what shampoo you
Mm.
need to buy for what sneaker. Because I
Mm.
had some customers who bought some, I don't want to mention drop names, but he bought this product and he sprayed on, and the whole tag is black. You
Mm.
understand? Because he didn't know how to use the product. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what I'm trying also to do on my platform is to educate people about the materials that I have, and how to
Mm.
use it, and that, because I see there's like a huge gap in knowledge of that.
Mm.
Clinton, I think, obviously, if you go to a certain store, and obviously you purchase a sneaker, obviously the add-ons is, don't you want the brush? Don't you want the sneaker
Yeah,
protector? Don't
they're
you
doing
want the
that now,
sneaker
yes.
shampoo? but they don't really tell you how to use it. They will just
mm,
no spray it on, leave it for 5 seconds, and but they
mm.
won't tell you, okay, you can't use it on suede, you can't use it because for them is basically that sneaker that's a sale for them. This is
Yes,
just
but
the add
but you
on.
see, but you see that person that's selling that is a sales rep that's
Yeah,
selling sneakers only, but they don't have knowledge in cleaning
Mhm.
or restoring sneakers. You understand?
Mhm. Mhm.
exactly.
So they are.
So yeah, there is definitely a gap in the market when it comes
Mm,
to sneaker cleaning, because just imagine even with me, it's like obviously if I see like 2 years or so, or a
mm,
year and a half, okay, the sneaker doesn't look nice anymore, then you don't want to wear it because obviously you know it's just I can't restore it.
mm.
I've tried to restore. You look on YouTube, they tell you to use vinegar and bicarb, and
Tooth
stuff
polish.
doesn't work.
And
Leave.
Neil,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
said leave it there,
Yeah, look, yeah,
and it doesn't work. Sy sit met
yeah.
sy skoene agterna as a
I've received
weerskoon,
I've received some sneakers here with toothpaste on that, and then we make a joke with the client and all that. And then I said, "Don't worry, I'm your hero. You're by the right place
yeah, and
now."
because people always think, even with the products that you sell, people think,
Mm,
what, I'm rather gonna purchase the product because I can
mm,
do it myself, and
yes.
yes.
you don't have the knowledge yet to clean
Mm,
or to
Mm.
treat that your sneaker, because now you're gonna, because I think today I saw a post where someone probably used the product wrong, and
Mhm.
mm,
obviously with
mm,
the sole, and yeah, or too much, and then they
mm,
damage the sole.
Mhm.
So it's for me, it's let's here is the guy that can do the service at the end of the
mm,
service. Let's use him. Let's see what he can do. And then obviously I was happy because just
mm,
imagine no effort. No moet ek nog kom. I drive to Bontas. I purchase
mm.
shampoo. No moet ek huis toe kom. No moet ek skrob. En
Yeah.
I werk it. Nou
Yeah,
as ek
nobody.
irritated.
Yeah.
You know.
So a lot of
And
not a
then
lot of people
obviously
have the time for that. Yes, because so no,
Yes.
today you have to work 6 7 Monday till
Mhm.
Saturday, and then Sunday it's your kids, it's church, and who's
Mhm.
gonna clean the techies? Who's gonna clean the daughter, wife's techies and your techies? You understand?
Mhm.
And then it ends up staying dirty, in humidity, turning yellow, and there your 3,000 4,000 techies is spoiled now. You understand? Now
Mhm.
you're scratching your head and say, "I must look for somebody now to fix it." You understand?
Yes. Yes.
Which you could have come in the time period when the techie was still fresh and preserve and look after it. You understand?
mm,
Yeah. And you were so right. Many years ago, so when you were young, so you guys still remember the high tech granite, that boot.
yes.
So we were
Mm.
wearing it was that time of the granite in the Pippi Dangri and the Pippi.
Hey,
So
going back now, eh? You say your
so the
age.
chemist,
You tell you
so the chemist used to sell this shampoo that you can clean it,
mm,
man. And it worked very well because it was a certain product. And I used to charge people this the shampoo cost I think 25 rand. And I used to
mm,
charge people 10 rand to clean the techies. And that is how I also made a living through I actually used to clean the techie and the chocolate grasses and the biscuit grasses because the
mm,
shampoo worked in it. And that is how I made money. And it kept me going through high school. And
mm,
you are so right, but I like what you say, and Melinda says this very well here. You want to know, so you have a brilliant idea. If your business should be in Canal Walk at a point somewhere there, you will
mm,
make a lot of money. Everybody comes in every day. You're gonna leave our techies here. You clean it fast. You're gonna run out of space. And this is what she's
mm,
saying.
Mm,
Just I think Melinda's saying this just to come back to your previous comment. It's a great initiative. It is. It is one of a kind. You need a very good business plan, brother. With good business plan, you will have easy access to funding or investors. And I
mm,
think that is the thing. That is what myself and Zach are busy with. So we
mm,
have this little gatherings where we're gonna give this information. And maybe you should
mm.
join us one day because then we can give you more
For
information.
sure,
But I
yes.
think you're sitting on a gold mine here and also an academy to teach other youngsters from other areas to clean techies.
Yes.
In my neighborhood, I don't know of anybody. And also some people again might have this, But look at you. You're running a Facebook page and you're using your Facebook page to advertise your work. So your
Mm,
system is working hand in hand. There's a balance. So already
yes,
just by starting this, we have something going that can potential turn into a merchant. How can I say, like a different type of merchandise where where people can go to different places. What you
yeah,
call that? Again, where you have a lot of 7-Elevens franchises. You can turn this
franchises.
into franchise.
Mm,
This has
yeah,
the potential to go as a franchise, but you just need a proper business plan and a few
mm,
guys that can assist you. I believe you can turn a lot of those youngsters in Bondeville's lives around with this plan that you're currently running with.
that's the idea. Yes, that's the idea that I want. You see,
And
yeah,
Mhm.
listening, Zach.
what I wanted to ask just to how is the support from the people in Bonteville itself? Do
Okay.
they support you or
Yeah, the political people they do support me, they bring their work and that. No? But if I explain to you on a social media platform again, in the beginning
mm,
I have received a lot of likes from my community or surrounding the community, a lot of likes when I
mm,
post before and after the sneakers. But now at this point, I do not receive that. I see a lack in the likes. But when I share the content to a overseas Facebook page, sneaker page,
Mhm.
and then the likes just keep coming in and they like my work. You understand? Because
Mhm.
I see overseas. I have a guy that I chat with from Philippines, and he always send me his work and we see ideas and methods. And we says he's maybe asking me how do you fix this? He's maybe stuck with. I will share the idea with him. The same with me if I stuck with something. Do you know of a method to use this and that? What do you guys use over there? Then I will search where I can find this product. Maybe in Cape Town, you understand, so it can be feasible. But the support and I have my regulars here in Pontivo. I think there's some people that still don't know about me that's in Pontivo. And then they will always say, I heard from someone about you, because lots of people are not on Facebook. I realize not everybody's on Facebook here in Pontivo.
Yeah.
mm.
See, so somebody on Facebook will tell them, but there's a guy who lives there by the blue house and so and so. And I have received some people that coming to my door and I said, okay, take my WhatsApp number. I'm quite busy now. I'll just message and then my assistant will assist you with the robot. Yeah, but the support overseas pages, they quite supportive.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
And I think that is one thing, um, a few months ago, me and Sally had this chat where, like, how do you get your people to support you or just to share? If there's a story now about a shooting, they will share it. That thing will go
Exactly.
viral. But
Exactly.
if you start sharing of your latest work,
mm,
it just maybe for the first day you will get 20 or 30 or 100 likes and then it just die after that. No, why
mm,
Mm.
can't we share something good that's in our community? And
mm,
that is a problem, that I have with our community. We can share a lot of negative things, but we
Mm-mm.
don't
mm.
want to share positive things.
Yes, so
So
true.
and
Yes.
we definitely need a mind shift,
Mm-mm.
because I mean, why can't we assist each other? And it costs you not even a single cent. It doesn't even
Nothing. Yes.
take 20 seconds. Just a
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
like, and it's probably, if I don't know, it's probably a second if you just have
So,
to go like and or
Zog,
share. The-
Zog, check here.
mm,
There was a in this year time period where I told myself that I'm not gonna focus on the how much likes I'm getting with this work and that I
Yeah.
know the content is getting out and is reaching you
Yeah.
guys
mm,
Yeah.
because only on Facebook it shows you how many people you've reached and how many people have
Exactly.
yeah.
viewed and that they show you
Yes.
that so then I can see that the work is getting out there you are seeing it and that
Yeah.
and that made me now open our TikTok page for Sneakerman and also YouTube page. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of work, a lot of PT work to go on do this all this admin work and sit in doing
Mm,
restoration work, because there's a difference also in cleaning sneakers and
Mm.
restoring sneakers. You will see
Yeah.
there's so much guys opening now sneaker cleaning shops at their home,
mm,
or you will see a lot of in Cape Town, Woodstock area, sneaker cleaning, but they don't major in restoring. You understand what I'm saying? They will
yeah.
do maybe a yellow and a small paint here and there, but if you want somebody to do a major transformation on sneakers, and that there's only I think about 3 to 4 guys that can do that, including
Mm-mm.
myself. Um,
Mm-mm.
Uh,
so yeah,
did you ever try to reach out to running clubs? Because
I have a
obviously,
I have a buddy
yeah.
that I have a buddy close a friend of mine, Clinton Barros. Um,
Mm-mm.
he always buys the products from me, and he's been collecting sneakers for years. And he told me when he always comes to me and he's brainstorming with me, we brainstorm together and that, and he gave me this idea. For the what's it, the 2 Oceans marathons, those
Yeah.
runnings and that is to do like a pop-up day and that. So
Yeah.
as I told him, I had the idea, but I didn't get to that point yet where to
Mm,
that's where it all comes in, where I teach the next person and the next
Yeah.
person, and they can go out and make them some money, where they
Yeah.
buy the
mm,
shampoo and that, and they get the knowledge from me, and then they can go out to these places where I can send them to make their own money. You don't
Mm.
mm,
have to also open a sneaker man in Bontier, or the next door neighbor don't have to also do sneaker cleaning. If you want to do it these ways, I can show you how you can make a art. You
mm.
understand?
No, definitely. But yeah, I think
Mm.
that running,
Mm.
it's huge in Cape Town,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
and that people are. I
Mm-mm.
know if if they can restore their sneakers or their trainers, they will do so because obviously um, it's tough for them to buy a new sneaker because now obviously that sneaker is perfect for them for that running. So obviously,
Mm.
obviously if a sneakers break in, obviously, then you are comfortable in that sneaker. So
Mm.
yeah, or that trainer. So
I
that
just I just
is
want to also I just want to Zach, I just want to also explain to you about the advantage and disadvantage of restoring a
mm,
sneaker. Remember, the
mm,
sneaker is still, when you bring it to me to restore, it's still now an old sneaker, it's not new anymore. Everything ages.
mm,
You
mm,
understand? It doesn't stay new anymore. So you must bear in mind that when I restore the sneaker, it's still the old sneaker. I didn't make it new, like brand new. You
yeah,
understand? So the durability
yes,
on the sneaker when stored, lifespan is much shorter than what it was new. You understand?
mm,
So if you have a sneaker that you are beating quite a lot, maybe if you're bringing a pair of sneakers that you play football in and you're restoring to
mm,
me, it might not last you quite long now, because you
yeah,
remember you're beating that sneaker, especially when you're
yes,
running. If
mm,
but those runners, they are quite comfortable in those trainers, so they will obviously want
mm,
to clean it and make it neat where it can be.
mm,
But I will always advise that person that about the durability and lifespan on it, so that you
yes,
know that when you spend your money, and I don't want to give you that false hope. You understand?
yeah,
You're spending out some
Yeah.
money and you think you're gonna run a year with a sneaker. You understand? And
mm,
Mm.
what happens also, some people they buy a sneaker, they wear it once, then they leave it for 5 years, 10 years. They always send me a message, bro. I have the sneaker for 10 years. That actually makes the sneaker much worse. You
Mm.
understand? We're leaving it that.
yeah,
It's like if like these what do you call these guys that when you find these fossils, or a book that was but centuries away, hidden away. Yes, those guys, when they find something is not preserved properly, what is gonna crumble
Yeah.
in that. Same with the
It is always,
sneaker, you
yeah.
understand? So so what lots of people need to do, lots of sneaker collectors and that, is to find a way how to preserve the sneakers in a
Mm.
proper temperature
Yeah.
in at the house, in the room. You understand? There's a
mm,
place I don't know if you saw this. There's a scar place, Crossley and Web, I think, where
Yeah.
this fancy cars is standing in that. They have this glass container there where they put these antique Ferraris in, so that
Mm.
the leather of the seats and that get is preserved, and it can stay in that mint condition. Now, lots of people in Cape Town, we have so much techies, but we don't have the proper storage place in climate control for the sneakers, and that's where I I was stay in business because you don't look after your sneakers in it. You understand?
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but
and,
that's
and
also
yeah,
yeah, you can
because
go tell.
a storage place, what you've mentioned. I see people buy the see-through boxes and they
Yeah.
put it like in there. It looks quite nice. I have,
Yes.
following a few people from Cape Town, local people that is buying
Mm,
overseas. That is, um, looking after the techies and making a collection. So I think once you are prepared to pay anything from 1,200 rand up for techies, you
mm,
need to look after it because 2,000 rand, 3,000 rand is quite a lot of money. And I like what you say. We need to look after it because if you
Yeah.
preserve it, it is money that you could have used elsewhere. It is money that you
mm,
could have, put into education or whatever.
mm.
You need to look after the techies, and like I said to you, our people. There is quite a lot of us that actually wear nice name brand techies. So your
Yeah.
restoration preservation is very, very, very much important.
Yes, and also the another thing that everybody should understand also about the grade of quality of the sneakers that they buy in the shop. You understand? You get your A grade, your B grade, your C grade sneakers. I've been in debate with some people about whenever somebody's selling a sneaker and they say, that is a fake sneaker that's from Belvin and all that. But then when you tell them it's a B grade sneaker, check the
Yeah.
sneaker out. They do not know how to check if it's a B grade sneaker or what a B grade sneaker is. You understand? So people
Mm.
need to understand also and start educating themselves about these grades of sneakers as well.
Mm.
And that's where you come in. You obviously, like I say, if you go to a retail store, the thing is this: they're not gonna educate you on how to look
Mm,
after it because they think you need to return to come buy a new pair.
more or
They
less,
think
yeah,
numbers, they think sales.
yeah.
So obviously there again, that's where your gap is. That's where the
Mm,
opportunity is. Like I say,
mm,
um, teach people how to look after these sneakers.
mm.
So yeah, it's
Yes,
something
you
like I
see,
say, it's something.
your
Yes.
common problem that you will see now in the sneakers is the yellowing. The yellow of sneakers is the oxidation of sneakers. That's the most common thing. Like you see it on your pair,
Yeah.
Zwak, right? Um, when I told you that I have unyellow it, but it's yet to see when yours turn again. You
Mm.
understand? Because some sneakers they turn after a week again yellow, after a month or even a year. It depends on the quality of that material. Remember, you get different releases of sneakers, so we don't know the first release or what type of quality of material they use. Then the second release obviously different type of quality material. But the yellowing is the most common problem that we have on sneakers, and therefore I have the Soul Bright available for my customers that book a Soul Bright to you, so you can care for the sneakers with cleaning.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stanley, anything from your
Yeah.
side?
I just want to come back to just something that Melinda's giving a lot of information here. So if you guys have time, just go through this live again. This is yeah, guys. On the note of support, you must you just make sure you brainstorm. Make sure you do a SWOT analysis too. These will be great help. I sincerely wish you all the best. And just to
Yeah.
what does SWOT stand for? Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So we obviously know what that means. But I think just to come back, um, like you've said now, you have the perfect concept. You know what you're doing. You know what it is that
Mm.
you want. And like you just mentioned earlier on, sometimes the likes, it doesn't matter about the likes, the
Yes,
reach.
that,
I've
the
also
reach,
learned that
yes.
there's
It's
there,
the
there's
reach.
times when I get on this page, here's a page of almost 320,000 people, I get 5 likes, 10 likes. But if you look at the reach, I maybe have reached 50, 60,000 people.
Yes.
It doesn't also matter. Sometimes I look at a lot of influencers. They get like let's just say 3,000 likes, but
Mm.
only 2 shares. So
Yeah.
what you want is you want people to see every time when they go onto Facebook, sneaker man, sneaker
Yeah.
man. It is friend of mine, Sneakerman. They have to see you work. Like when Zach told me about you, and this is now just so you can a bit of the of the out of the area information. I said, I know that guy. I saw him on Facebook. I'm following him and
Yeah.
I see what. So I knew about you. So
Mm.
automatically my mind told me, no, because I'm following him now for the last couple of months. I think you were in the paper as well. I'm like, this guy is
Yeah, I
legit.
was the voice also did a live stream with me that was in last year when that was the peak when I was boosting in the messages in the
Yeah,
WhatsApp just came
yeah,
through like crazy for sneakers and that, yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, and that is
And
just the nice thing about it because
and and
we're
and,
following.
and what is sorry, just sorry for your word now. Another thing is that a lot of people don't know that it's me doing it.
Yeah.
Even family and friends, they're like, "Oh, say a sneaker man," and I say, "Yes, yes, it's me." Yes, but I
No,
didn't know it's me.
mm. And then
Yeah,
just to Melinda asks you wants to know where you're from, guys. Is link? Yes, is link. Click on the link, follow him. He's got an automated setup. You just click on WhatsApp and you will liaise with him immediately and he will respond back to you. So if you want
yeah.
to take some shoes to him, click on the link. There's the link. And then click on the automation sign. And then yeah, you guys can chat to him. But I think you have something very amazing going here. Well
Thank you,
done.
man.
So I want
Thank
to
you, Stan.
compliment Zach. I want to compliment him. He started something working night shift. Now he's working
Yeah.
day shift.
Yeah.
But
Yes, exactly.
if you have your own business, it's every day work. It's every day a
Mm.
shift.
Yeah.
Also, you need
Yes,
also
definitely.
you sometimes if you're working from home and you have a family and that you need to find a balance with your work business and your kids. It's
Yeah.
sometimes tough, but in the beginning as a small business owner, you need to find your steps. You understand? So.
Mm-mm.
I've been invited also to, or a friend of mine invited me also to some business seminar, some dragon thing he told me. So I said, yes, I'm keen to let me know. You understand? So, because I want to learn from other people as well in this business environment.
No, definitely. Yeah, and that's why we started this. We try to network and obviously how
Mm,
um try to assist people to get funding, how to apply, because
mm,
this is the information that our people don't know about.
mm,
So yeah, but one day, like I say, that's our goal. We want a exhibition where we
mm,
obviously everybody that we interviewed to just to exhibit all the products so that people can see this is people from
mm,
our communities. And obviously now we focused a lot on especially Mitchell's Plain, and now we're trying to move away. So obviously I will try to get now the few weeks try to get more people from Pontyville. So I will probably try and get hold of Angus McKinsey and just obviously to ask him where can we get more people and how can we promote them, and so especially now. So yeah, for 2 weeks now we will focus, but then we will look for youth, because obviously it's
mm.
June is youth month, so then we want to try to focus on youth. Well,
Yeah, the
on
16.
their small businesses. So
Yeah,
if you know of anybody between, obviously 18 and 35, so then you can just let us know as well, so that have their own business, so that we can
yeah.
line them up for a interview as well. Because like I
No, for
say,
sure.
but
I
we
know a
will.
couple of guys. Yes.
Yes, and I will chat to you because I'm based in Baltimore. I work with students every day, so
Yeah.
obviously I will let you know, and then obviously one day we can do a just like a small workshop and just introduce yourself and expose them, because and that's a way we maybe we can
Yes.
do it.
For sure. I will
Just we
even
can set
bring
it
some.
up.
I bring some sneakers with and so
Yeah.
demonstrate how to clean it because that's gonna intrigue them. You understand? That's gonna
Yes.
see, like wow. And then if you're gonna tell those kids next week gonna be here, I'm sure they're not gonna stand on that corner. They're gonna be there next week.
Exactly.
You
Yes.
Yes.
understand?
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
sneakers is
Thank
also
you.
a language on the street. People
It's a
like
culture.
sneakers.
It's
It's
a
a culture.
culture. It's a culture, young. It's a way. Sneakers, in the Cape Flats, a way of life. for for
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for, for us colored like this. You understand? And it's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. The sneak game.
And you know what I'm just thinking? Sometimes people give you hand me downs, right? Say iemand gee vir jou op 'n hand me down niks. Doesn't look so nice. But now you
Mm,
teach them a skill to fix the techie up and put it on. Then they put it on
mm,
with confidence. Nobody take it like the quiet. So this skill can now sort of give them a bit of pride back, man. By
mm,
teaching them to clean their shoes. What next?
mm.
Back in the day, they had this guy sitting at the station. So when you get off there, sy oudste wat jou skoene polish vir jou. En hy op polish jou skoene
Mm.
vir jou lekker. And
Yeah, yeah, in the airports and that, yeah.
yes, you pay them a
Yes.
tenner. Just think about how many 10 rands did they make instead of asking for a 5 rand. So we
Yeah.
need to bring the culture back in. Everything is a work opportunity because if we don't do this, then we want to know, Zach, like we always speak. Now, a foreign national comes and they take into this business. And it's also
Yes.
Yes.
want that was all squad.
Yeah. There was a
But
complaint. Now let's go play now.
exactly, we need to transfer this knowledge over, and
Yeah.
people in
Yes.
business need to help you to do so.
Yes.
No,
Like
definitely.
like in my own household, my daughters and my son they clean their own sneakers. My 2-year-old he also kicks. She brought daddy schoenen mark. So she's it's in her herself also to clean the sneakers. You understand? Yeah.
Mm. So yeah. But definitely, Clinton, I will definitely get in contact with you, and then we
Yes.
will set it up, and then we will obviously expose. I
Yeah.
think yeah, we need more of this, Stanley, to get our youth involved in things.
Yes.
This
Mm,
is kind of an incentive for them as well, and
Mhm.
obviously just share the entrepreneurial skills and obviously the talent that we have on the Cape Flats to
yes.
because obviously who's gonna help us? We need to help ourselves.
Yeah,
Mm,
The three
yeah.
fifty is not gonna help us.
mm.
They're
It's
gonna
not
help
there
us.
anymore.
Yes,
It's
it's true.
gone now.
It's true. We have this
Yep.
perception that somebody's going to help us. If you're not going to help yourself, nobody is going to help you.
It's gonna help you. True. As well said it. Yeah, so you have my number. You must just contact me.
Yes,
Let me
no,
set it up.
definitely,
Just send me some
definitely.
message.
Mm. But yeah,
It's
definitely.
fine.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I
Pleasure, man.
think we
Thank you
had
Yes,
a
for
bit,
having me.
yes, we had a different business on tonight. Normally we sell cake, we sell pudding, ice cream, clothing,
Okay.
whatever. Well, now
Okay.
we came to a business, and this is all happening on the Cape Flats, where people
Yeah.
are selling or restoring takis. So I think
Mm.
this is like, like you mentioned earlier on, about the nice cars out there at the place in Cape Town. They
Yeah.
restore it. And this is also
They,
something
they
that we need to look
preserve it.
at.
Yeah. They look after it. They preserve it. Like
Yes,
you will see overseas guys have a room with
mm,
sneakers in. In that
yes,
room, they have a type of aircon to preserve the temperature in that
yeah,
room. And this is also an opportunity for somebody to have great storage at their home to um, keep collector sneakers who doesn't have the facility, and then they
mhm.
pay a monthly fee for like the same as that the car place. Then you can go pick up your techie when you want to, but at least you know it's gonna be in mint condition in the same value that you bought it, and the value sometimes increase if there's a
Yes,
demand for the techie. That's what I've
yeah.
seen, and I've seen a lot of guys also what they do. They buy kicks on eBay that's
Mm-mm.
yellow and it's maybe you can't get kicked and they get it couriered here and then they restored by a guy maybe in Cape Town or clean it or unyellow it.
Yeah.
That's what the guys are also doing now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. But this is very interesting, and I hope people will definitely like your page. They must like your page. They must follow you
thank you.
and support you. And I will be in Bondiville, and I'll bring you a pair of sneakers that I have that I like that needs a bit of restoration.
Yes, you don't bring me. You must WhatsApp.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah,
must
yeah.
WhatsApp. You can what? Okay, yes, sir. Let me just let the viewers also let know.
Yeah,
They need to
yeah.
go on Facebook. They will see there's a WhatsApp button. They click on the WhatsApp button. They will get the automated message of steps, what to do, where I'm from, and also I will send them the catalog thereafter. Thereafter, they make
Mm-mm.
a booking time. They will get a receipt for a booking to set the booking time and a date with me to bring the sneakers. It's easy as that.
Okay, okay.
And they
And
can
there's
get they can follow me now on YouTube and on TikTok now as well. Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you guys.
There's the link. Thank you so much, Clinton. And we will have, like to have you back in the future again, eh?
Yes, thank you for having me on your platform. Have a great
Okay.
night.
Thank you.
You too.
See
Cheers.
you.
Zach, thank you so much for introducing us to Clinton. I think hy het 'n smart besigheid toe, smart business
Yeah.
model.
Yes, definitely. It's something. I think there's a huge gap. Obviously, if you look at your 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 retail stores,
Mm-mm.
you obviously you need that type of service. That's where we're lacking.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, just imagine someone. There's a taxi drive where
Mm-mm.
you bring your old sneakers and stuff, and then they okay you donate it, and obviously you donate a maybe a 50 rand,
Yeah,
so that Clinton can clean it.
yeah,
Just imagine now you have a basic a pair of news, pair of
yeah,
kicks, and then you can donate it to a shelter or so.
yeah,
So
yeah,
there's so much opportunities in that industry at the moment. So yeah,
yeah.
I will obviously be in contact with him and share my
Mm.
ideas with him. So
Yes,
you know,
yes. Zach, and I do believe also, you know what? We need to support him. You know, um, if you take his business out of the Cape Flats and you put it in another area, he's gonna make a lot of money. And it's
yes,
not about the
definitely.
money, it's about him growing and empowering others. But I was in a meeting earlier on. We have this visionary network in our community that we started last week. And I'm blessed to be part of this movement because it's for the people. It's for the people of Strandfontein, aka Museumburg East, aka Mitchell's Plain. So it is something nice that I'm very proud of this young man and his peers that actually started it. It's about networking. It's about bringing out in my neighborhood. I never know. I knew. I always buy art from other people, but in Strandfontein there is people that actually have their own art businesses. There's people here
Mm,
that are printers and stuff, and we always go out of our neighborhoods and we go into other areas. And I like what is currently happening. And we need to realize if we don't start little networks in our communities, like Clinton, I know there's other people as well, and we come together and support one another, we are not going to move the economy of the Cape Flats. We need to remember, we need to keep the money here. Somebody said tonight, there's 10,000 people living in an area. All of them buy a bread for 15 Rand a day. There's minimum 150,000 Rand leaving the area. Where if we have an auntie in the community that makes a bread, it's foreign because they can make a there is a model also for that. It's foreign and
mm.
she sells it for 1 rand. So you can still sell bread for cheap and still make a big profit. So we need to look at we don't have to really support the big brands. We need to get to a point where we support our own brands and establish our own brands. And this is exactly what Clinton is busy with and yourself and myself. So we need to nurture that.
No, definitely, Stan. As I think on a daily basis, millions is leaving the Cape Flats,
Yes,
if not
yes,
billions.
yes, yes. And you are right, Zak. So this is why we have this platform here to tell people support local businesses. And Muti, that other girl you said tonight, she's got her own business, is doing very well. And this is what she said. Sy is te bang om te praat van wat van 'n besigheid because mense gaan sê, ja, maar kyk wat ry sy, sy het 'n kwai kar en sy maak geld and people treat her like as if she don't want to be the way it comes across is like she's actually happy with mense treat her and she's working hard. She's really working hard and she wants to make a difference. But because of awesome mense wat sy weet Zak, sy het nou 'n nuwe kar. Zak gaan nou vorentoe. Hy afgunstig
Mm.
hy gaan zat man. Moet jy gaan
Yes.
zat wees. You know,
Yeah.
be happy when our people go forward. Be happy when our people are doing a good job. Zak, jy doen amazing goede. Ek appreciate vir jou. And even if we do the same business, let's say we make clothing. Zak, kykie, sy maak die tops, ek maak die broeke. En dan werk ons saam. Sy maak 'n profit, ek maak 'n profit. Let's have that culture of supporting one another, trying to work together, not work each other out because ons voel wit. Wanneer gaan ons 'n opportunity kry? Maar die probleem, ons is die eie probleem. Ons hou mekaar
Yes.
terug. And like I said last night, somebody said to me, this and that, we are not, no politic or politician can fix what's currently happening in our community. We must fix that. It sucks. It is your, how can I say, it is jou ding dat jy moet nou jouself regkry en ek moet myself regkry and we need to complement one another and that is how it is supposed to be things to work.
Yeah, definitely, Stan. Definitely, we
Okay,
we, we
like
need
so,
to support. We need to support our own people,
yeah.
and we need to keep the economy running in our own communities. That's the only
Yes.
way we're gonna survive. If and the thing is, the model is so simple.
Yeah.
We don't need a degree. You don't need a degree to understand this. You know,
Oh,
if if I'm gonna obviously if I'm gonna sell bread now, I can't service the whole of Strandfontein.
yeah.
I need someone else, and we
Mm-mm.
always see each other as competitors. But the thing is the big brands they don't see yes they competitors, but they will always refer the customer because they know if I
Yeah.
refer the customer will come back to me because like it's not about the money now, but it's about the customer returning, winning
Mm-mm.
the customer's trust. That's the thing. If you win the customer's trust, just was there.
Because the was there. And there is the things that maybe we should maybe look at, Zach. We should maybe get in maybe somebody to talk about customer service. I think that is one of the things that we need to talk at customer service. Maybe we must look at we have another person talking on Facebook. How can I say marketing? Because you know what, we can also do so much. Zak. Ons kan ook soveel besighede kan ons promote. And I mean this is not a very relevant topic here because there's only 19 people viewing. If this was not politics, you would have had 400 or 500 people watching this. And I don't have an issue with that. But we need to realize that the core problems that we need to address, we don't attend to. The things that are not important, we attend to that. Yes, we must talk about politics. We must talk about where we stand. But we also need to talk about supporting one another and celebrating one another. So that's a topic for another day. But Zach, thank you so much, brother.
Yes.
Any
Thank you,
opportunity to
sir.
phone call, Mark? So phone call.
Oeh, ik ga niks zeggen.
But
Okay,
look,
sir. See you next week.
brother. Okay,
We
bro.
will have an interesting story next week. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Zach.
Okay.
And keep
It's a
well. Cheers.
pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight on Cape Flip Stories, Sneakerman Restorations. A gentleman from Bontiville that actually runs his own sneaker restoration and also cleaning of takis. You can follow him on Facebook, and if you want to contact him, his Facebook account is set up so that you can send him an automated message. Let me check you quickly. That's his page name. Go like it. Go on there. If you have takis events, if you have something a business and you need somebody to clean takis, or if you need assistance, please do contact him. He has been around for a while, and that is the way how we really support one another. Kyk jy man, ek is klaar van hy punt, ons wil vir almal blame. The problem that we have in our communities is because of us when it comes to business. We need to support one another. Die antie wat kosistes maak, something that somebody said tonight. McDonald's en hy plekke gee vir jou bad service. En dis die waarheid. Dan gaan ons weer terug. Maar as Antifika nou net vir jou 'n bietjie bad service gegee het, dan praat jy so sleg van Antifika, sy support nooit van Antifika nie en net daar gaan Antifika se besigheid dood. If we're going to treat our small businesses like that in our communities, we need to treat the big businesses like that as well. And yes, I know some of you are saying, yeah, we want to support small businesses, but sometimes small businesses don't deliver. Sometimes small businesses don't give the professional services. But that is where we need to come in. That is where we need to have a box and say in our businesses, what can I do better? I think we have to have that mindset. What can I better do? We need to address these matters, and businesses is important. That is, if you look at an area like Bontas, like Bontivo, that area is it has so been set up that gangsterism and drugs and those things should make people scared. In many areas there isn't such businesses. There isn't any businesses. Some people don't mind to set up businesses because of the gang violence and that. And we need to also, like I said, it comes back to us, man. But I don't want to mumble on that because if it means that I quite for me. But please do like and share this video. I think this young man is doing an amazing job, and don't forget to support him. His link is in the chat. Go and like his page. If you want to make use of his services, click on the link, and it will automate the message, and he will be in contact with you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and take care. And God bless you guys. Cheers.